Hello everyone, my name is Ian. Welcome back to my hobby YouTube channel, In Brief Book and Film Reviews. It's been a while since I've been online. I think it's been about 3 months now. I haven't had a chance to do anything in terms of reading or watching films, having to deal with work and the pressures of work, and also personal tragedy in my life at the moment, and that I'm still dealing with. So I wanted to come online today. I've managed to free up a little bit of time over the weekend, and I wanted to come online today and give a very belated review to this phenomenal book that I read. This book is called On the Brinks by Sam Millar. From front to back, this book is absolutely phenomenal. It really is, and that it was first published in 2003. It's got 554 pages within the book, and I'd like to give a special thank you to Sam Millar, who actually sent this down to me and that personally, and that. So thank you very much, Sam. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate this book and that, and all that you do and that in terms of your writing and stuff, and that it's wonderful to have such a good author is in Ireland. When I say that this book is wonderful and that, and it's a great read and stuff, I'm not saying it from a biased point of view because the author is from the same country as me. I'm saying it because I give credit where credit is due, and it really is just a great book. Just please read this book. It really is. So the book itself starts off. Sam gives details account of his childhood growing up, and that his mother being a Catholic, his father being a Protestant, and Sam kind of grown up as a Catholic in near like a Protestant area, and that, which is he's gonna have a tough, you know what I mean? He's gonna have a tough, especially in them times, them days and stuff and that, you know. It goes from there to his, you know, growing up, you know, with his brothers and stuff and that. It's very funny. It really is very funny, very humorous. Page 60 in particular, he's giving an account of being engaged with a young girl at the time, and that, not actually physically engaged, but like being engaged in conversation and, you know, like fancying a girl and stuff. And page 60 are just so funny. I just fell around the place flat. I had to put it down. It's just so funny. And then he goes on to give details about, you know, obviously his experience in the H blocks along Kesh, you know, being a Republican, a nationalist, hunger striker, blanket man, and the stories, some of the stuff that he explains and goes through his details, it's very graphic in comparison to what I read in Meekly Serve My Time, 1980, I think it was, that book was written in 1981, 1982, about the experiences of Long Kesh. So and the harshness and the brutality of the prison guards and that, it's all in there. And even the comment about, I think it was Steve McQueen, an English director, saying at the end and that, you know, it gives details about that movie hitting the spot of how actually it really was compared to some of the movies that came out. Didn't quite do it for him and that, you know, in terms of the whole experience within the H blocks. So it's all in there. He puts it all in there. It's a lot of times as well, you know, when you're reading stuff like that, because I'm a nationalist, I'm a Republican, I don't like reading about stuff like that. It's just, it boils you up, makes you, gets you really angry, right? But there's elements, the skill of Sam himself as a writer, right? He'll be explaining all this, and all of a sudden he just drop a really like very humorous couple of sentences and that, and it just kind of brings you back just like that, you know. So yeah, that's one of his great skills as a writer. It really is. And that, you know, in times of in hardship, he just kind of finds a bit of humor. That's something that a lot of people wouldn't get, right? A lot of people, I don't know if it's an Irish thing or that, but in Ireland you'd kind of get it, right? And I'm not saying all Irish people get it, but in Ireland you'd get it. So I'm also not saying like people outside of Ireland wouldn't get it, but like you kind of get it more, I think, if you were Irish, and that you'd have an understanding of it, right? So but just read a book, it's fantastic. And then he goes on to talking about his experience coming out of prison, going over to America, New York, and working in casinos. Then he goes on to talk about the Brinks, the robbery of the Brinks, and then the court appearances at the end. The court appearance at the end was comical for me. I thought it was very good, and that, you know, the humor in it, this and the it was just like it had everything. It just had everything. You know, like you could just, you're nearly in a room with them and that, you know, and you're nearly in the van with him and that when he's robbing the money and that, you know, like it's just, he's such a good author and that, you know, very well well kept author, good high vocabulary words as well. Again, lifting up my phone and that, having to look and say, what's that word mean again? I'm after forgetting the meaning that word and that, you know. It's like, oh yeah, that's it, yeah. It's just really excellent book, and that from front to finish, and that pages 60, 100 all through the book. You just got elements in every situation. You just like just such a joy to read, and there's no doubt I'll be reading more of his stuff on that, you know. He's really phenomenal art on that. I'm trying to give more details of how I could sell this book to you, and that from an order, from like trying to like say, don't read this one, read this one. You gotta read this one. It really is a fantastic book, and that, you know, I'm gonna send all the links to Sam himself and that, his interview with James English, he does other stuff as well, and his website as well. So it's a really fantastic book, and that I actually did another video on this on and that, but I got interrupted by someone ring me, so kind of forget, I'm not forgetting now what I said in the other one, but yeah, so I just wanted to come online today and say thank you, Sam Millar, for this wonderful book, and that great experience of reading it. Definitely be reading more of your stuff and that, and yeah, I can't wait to get back into the reading and watching films again. This is the type of book that makes you just, if you've gone swayed away from reading for whatever reason, it just makes you want to get back in, stuck into reading again, and that, you know, watching films and stuff and that. So yeah, just a phenomenal book. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna try and do a film review next week, and I'll have more time freed up next week and that, and starting over the next couple of weeks and months and stuff. So it's happy to be back in the YouTube community and that, and that's it for me. I hope everyone's staying blessed, staying happy, gratuitous for the things that they have in their life, and staying positive always and stuff. No matter how hard life hits you and gets you down, and that, always stay positive. Do your best that you can. All right, thank you very much, and take care.